What's going on, guys? It's your boy Lisa Mutupi. Welcome back on my YouTube video. Today's gonna be a good day, guys. I'm just excited that we are gonna be experiencing NFP within the next few hours. So at the time you're watching this video, what will be happening is that you'll be able to just understand firstly the psychological side of trading NFP. I understand that most people, what they do is that they do trade NFP and they succeed, but it's not a guaranteed thing, because this time they can succeed and then take a loss and then take a profit and take a loss, whereby it's not a consistent thing. So what we'll do is that we are going to be speaking about the mechanics of trading that strategy. On top of that, the psychological side of things, so you are able to just profit each and every single time. We're running a promotion and it's called the Big 26. So with that promotion, I will be giving you guys more details about it at the end. So make sure that you actually do watch this video up until the end. Guys, so we just landed now. What's gonna happen is that we're gonna be doing a young hiking. There's some of the things that you need to do before any sort of trading. You need to be able to just make sure that your mental well-being is actually well protected. So we're gonna hike, we're gonna walk up and down, and then that's when we'll see.
Fantastic.
Yo guys, you can see I was talking to Uncle there, asking him which is the longest, because we don't want it easy, we want it hard, because heavy is where the heart is, and where the heart is where the champions are. So yeah, we're going to the heaviest line. So yeah, let's push. One of the first things that you can do as an individual, in order to make sure that you're actually starting to trade NFP, the best way is to ensure that you are trading with the best platform, on which I highly recommend AQ Markets. I've been with them for now approaching 3 months, and so far, guys, I grew an account from like literally 3.5 thousand rands all the way up to close to 1 million. And not even just that, there's just been so much things that I was able to access because of that. The team is amazing. They've helped me just be able to just secure certain things. So I'm excited, and I want the same for you, because I've been dedicating many years, going from broker to broker, going from platform to platform, trying to just see what will help me out up until I found this. So I believe it's gonna be one that is for you. The link is in description, whereby you can be able to just check out and register with them. So let us get to it. What actually is NFP and how do traders take advantage of NFP? So what NFP is, guys, it's just non-farm payroll. So that's what NFP stands for, non-farm payroll. And what happens is that at the specific let's say it happens every first Friday of each and every single month. So whether it's a new month or whatever, as long as it's a month, and the Friday is the first Friday of that exact same month that you're in, then that's when NFP is going to be. So it's when the government is able to just release certain news to the public that will be able to just influence the market impulsively, like within those few minutes, seconds. That's when you are going to be able to just see a lot of volatility within the markets, and the markets can be able to move anywhere between literally 10 pips all the way up to 150 pips. At some point, NFP would really be very, very, very interesting in terms of volatility, whereby it could move all the way up to 250, 300 pips within just a few minutes. So how do traders actually take advantage of this NFP? One thing that we've seen is that we have seen people get some success from almost like a gambling type of a method, because there's not, I wouldn't say that it's something that I've done or I can live off of by, but how you'd see people be able to just get away with NFP, it's when especially back in the days when it was a bit more easier for you to place a buy stop and a sell stop at the same time. And once you place a buy stop and a sell stop, you also add up some stop losses. So if it does choose to spike within this one direction, let's say if it chooses to shoot all the way upwards, what it will do is that it will activate your buy stop, and then it will be able to just move into profits basically, and that's how people are hoping to make money. But one thing about this is that the disadvantage about this is that obviously if it does happen to shoot up and down, on which the market can do that multiple times, we've seen it shoot 20 pips up, 20 pips down before it can even choose a specific direction. So if it does choose to do that, you are going to take both losses on the win and the win. I mean, you'll take both losses on the buy and as well the sell, because it will activate your buy stop. When it comes back down to hit your stop loss out, it will activate your sell stop, and then when it comes back up to choose the buyers, then you are out. Maybe you've blew your account, or you've lost a lot of money within the markets. Taking a walk out here, guys, and it's super enjoyable. But yeah, so that's how people take advantage of it. So like I did say, there's pros and cons to it. One of the pros is that obviously if it does choose to just go upwards, you can be spiked up. But with most brokers and most platforms, one thing that I've seen is that I've seen price, like let's say brokers, what they do is that when you buy here, you put your buy stop here. What they'll do is that instead of you, when the NFP comes, instead of activating your order at the exact same price that you've put it, they might even push it upwards and then activate your order very late, which is far away from the initial price that you've targeted. And that way it can be a disadvantage, because once you buy at that price, that means that your profits, whatever, it's going to be reduced, and which that's how most brokers will be able to just, rob certain people. So one thing that I like is that IQ Markets, seen how NFP works, I've seen how people trade at NFP, and on top of that, I've even seen myself tested out on IQ Markets, and it was a bit more better. It was like, didn't have to deal with all of that. Wherever you set price, it actually does get activated at that area, and most importantly, you'll be able to just whether you want to secure profits, you want to lock in profits, or you want to do something specific, you can easily do all of that. So that's just something that I've seen on my side with my personal experience. Okay guys, so you were able to just get those pros and at the same time the cons with how you can go about understanding and trading the NFP market. So now the most important thing is to see how you can add it up. So let's sum it up for you. There is what we call the technical side of things, there's the fundamental side of things, which is the NFP, and at the same time there's now the psychological side of things. So obviously all these things have to be in alignment in order for you to be able to make a profit in whatever market. So let's say now, for instance, most people will be jumping to go trade NFP, but find out that technically they haven't got the right entry measures, or they haven't got the right strategy in terms of being able to just execute the right trades, on which that will be a disadvantage, because yes, you are ready for NFP, you do your buy stops, sell stops, and all those things, but technically it's not in alignment. And at the same time, maybe psychologically it's not in alignment as well, because why? When you haven't got the right technical tools, strategies, then it means that even psychologically you can't even have that much confidence, because you don't know if it's gonna buy or sell, because there's no confidence, there's nothing that supports your decision in making whatever trades that you're making. So what you can do is, once you get the technical side of things in alignment, maybe prices that supply, critical supply, there's a lot of areas that confirmed that price is actually going to go up. Maybe market structures building a bias of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, reached out at supply, and we've got some candle confirmations, and maybe price interested a specific level that it once broke, and now you've built up some sort of area. You know what the market is going to do because you've built it up. So let's say now the technical side is in alignment. When the NFP comes, fundamentally, obviously you are looking for just a buyers, a buy movement, because technically you're seeing that as well. You want the NFP to be in alignment. Now, when you do get that, technically you got what you want. Fundamentally, you get that. What it does is that mentally, psychologically, it adds up so much, because psychologically, one, you're making the right choice decision because you've studied it, you've made the research about it. Two, you can also focus on just making as much profits as possible, because why? You have calculated your risk. You know that what is at the table in terms of the risking amount. At the same time what is the reward that you'll be getting. So it's almost like you've made a critical decision in order to act the way that you did, on which I highly believe that is going to be effective this way. Now I want us to speak about the psychological side of things. So I feel like it's going to be a bit more important for you to know that psychology plays a major part. In fact, it plays over 70% of success rate in trading, because why? Once you've got your mindset right, then it's easier to be able to make the right decisions in order to act in accordance. But if you don't do that, then you might make the wrong decisions, or you might make decisions that on which you will be impulsive to decide or change, and you'll just be an impulsive person compared to a person that took some time in order to make a specific decision. So with that being said, what are the measures that you need to do in order to be able to make sure that the psychology is on the right way? So the very first thing that I can suggest is that obviously what works for me might not work for you, but the best thing that works out for me is a meditation. So each and every morning what I go through is an hour, a 20 to a 30-minute time frame whereby I get to sit and connect with myself. So what this does is that it allows me to blocks out all the outside noise, and it allows me to be focusing on what it is that I actually want. I feel like the most important thing that you need to get here is that NFP is literally made out for anyone, but at the same time it's not made out for anyone. What I'm trying to say here is that the same way someone can be able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars or rands on the specific day trading NFP, that exact same way someone can be able to lose that much. So one thing that you should do is that with me, what actually helped me stay longer in the market was whenever I won, I felt like, okay, what is it that I can do in order to improve this thing so next time I can win consistently? But whenever I lost, I started seeing what is it that I can improve in order to reduce this loss? But in fact, what is it that I can do in order to turn this loss into a win? So if, let's say, for instance, you blow your trading account, you've got 10,000, then you take a trade, you lose 10,000, automatically means that you've done something wrong that allowed you to buy instead of selling. Whereby if you knew something, you were going to sell, and instead of blowing or losing that 10K, you were going to make that 10K. So you have to see it, you have to look at things in terms of the positive side. If you're not trading NFP and then you blow your account because of you didn't risk accurately, like let's say 1% or 2% and all those numbers, you just risk your whole account and you blow 2,000. What it means is that if you done something very well, which means that you had a different type of a buyers, whereby if you sold and it goes up, if you done something well, whereby you bought instead of selling, the 2,000, 3,000 that you would have blew would have now been profit. So don't look at the external when you lose in terms of this. The proof is it's never there. It's just you knowing and realizing that if you do something right, you are gonna profit, guys. I'm excited, I'm happy, and I just hope you guys have one of the best NFT trading sessions out there. Most importantly, guys, I know I did mention that you need to stay with me up until this very end in order to be able to know what is going on. We've got a promotion, the Big 26, whereby you are going to be getting access to the exclusive Forex Chasers merch, one out of one, literally speaking, guys. On top of that, you are going to be getting access to the Forex Chasers 3.0, the Forex Chasers challenge to skyrocket your profits. On top of that, it comes with some benefits such as daily trade. It comes with extra benefits such as daily trading sessions and at the same time daily live trading signals, and all these things are for unlimited access. So what you can do now, guys, is that down there you'll be able to just see our contact details. You can reach out to our team, and what you'll do is that you'll be able to just ask to secure a spot, and once you've managed to secure a spot, you are as well going to be one of the people that will be entered to a draw of being able to win 1 out of 1 Forex Chasers presidential customized watch. That is correct, guys. It's exciting. Fantastic. That is correct, guys. It's exciting. I'm happy, and I hope you guys actually do happen to have got value from this video. Most importantly, hope you guys trade accurately with AQ Markets. The link is in the description, and at the same time, check out the promotion, the Big 26 that we're running. I'll see you guys. Like this video, at the same time, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is your boy Swabo 2P signing out.